What's up guys, it's Krusor. Today I have another point of view locals video. Or this is actually not locals, I did this is just some offline games that I played with my friend to practice the green-purple matchup. So I'm playing the same list as I did in my other point of view video. I'll try to get some games with the Brook list against green-purple as well for the next video. So even just with this list, when you have the Sorojuro, makes the green-purple matchup a bit better, since like going second if you go Sorojuro on 4 Don, because you don't ramp, you deny them the card draw from Sanji Pudding, and also just having a bunch of 6k bodies which draws you more cards is good against green purple, which is a lot of the times just a game of resources. Also lightning is pretty valuable just to be able to KO the opponent's Sorojuro. Kind of hard to clear it by combat, so it's nice to have this 2 Don play just to get rid of a Sorojuro. But yeah, let's get into the gameplay. Okay, so we start off by going first. I think it's generally preferred in this matchup to get the going first curve. First hand looked pretty bad, no ramp and no replays because of that, so I'll mulligan. And we see a pretty good hand. We have a Searcher and a ramp. And the Sorojuro here is pretty nice to pick up, because even though we don't have a 6-Don play, we still have the Sorojuro to play. They play a stage and pass. So here we just go Robin to ramp, then swing 7. They swing 5, take that, and they go Sorojuro. So if I had a lightning here, we would have a great next turn, but still okay as it is. They pick up a Rush Luffy with the Sorojuro. So here there's actually some options. I could go Robin here and ramp again, Robin plus Sorojuro. But I instead just go for the Sorojuro play. It's kind of hard to swing with the Robin since they're only 4k, so I figured I didn't really need to. And ramping 1 isn't really gonna help us that much in the late game. So we go 5 with Robin, which they take, and 6 with leader, which they counter. They have the Sanji Pudding here, which gets them to draw 1. So the opponent has a option here if they want to get an active Don with the Sanji Pudding or not. And here we see them not doing it. I think that's a pretty good play. It's annoying for us when we can't really get to activate the Bear Luffy. So I think this is very smart from the opponent. Then they go Nami Search. And Nami Search, they pick up another Sanji Pudding. They go 6 to Robin, which we let go. And they play another stage. And they buff the Sanji Pudding, go 7th leader, which we take. So now we're at 8 Dons. Don't really have... oh, we actually drew another Sorojuro here, so we actually have a pretty good play. Just to go double Sorojuro. Get insane hand size. Yeah, 2k here makes sense. Already have Bear Luffy in hand. And since we are not looking to play it this turn, might as well pick up more counter. So we go 6 to the Sorojuro. I tend to go for board most of the time in this matchup. At least swinging on the Sorojuros makes sense, since they're the same power as the leader. They counter the 6k swing, we play another Sorojuro. And we pick up a lightning. Could be good for next turn, to pop the Sorojuro. And as you can see, playing this Sorojuro build really lets you have a huge hand size. We're at like, what, 8-9 cards in hand at the moment. And still have a pretty decent board. So they go 6 to the Sorojuro here, which I counter. I figured it would make sense to counter the swings on Sorojuro, since his power is larger than our leader at the moment. So if he continues to swing into it, I would be pretty happy to counter them. And we're not sure if he's gonna be at 4 Don again this turn, so don't want to go down too low in life. But this time he actually decides to ramp with the Sanji Puddings. I think it was still an option for him to stay at 4 here. Not sure what is best though, but it was definitely an option. So they swing 6, I'm guessing at Sorojuro here again. Or maybe they're going leader actually. Yeah, I think all swings went to life. And they play out a Sanji. And passes. So we have a pretty good lightning target here to pop the Sanji blocker. And since now Beer Luffy is online, I think like just playing those 2 cards makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we pop the Sanji here. And swing 6 into the Zoro, which he lets go. So now there's actually a decision if we want to go for life or at the rested Sanji Pudding. Depends a lot on the opponent's hand size. I can't really see at the moment, but I'm guessing it's like, yeah, it's pretty large hand size, like 6 cards left or something. But we play the Beer Luffy. No leader skill since we already used went on -2 with the lightning. So we go 8 here. I think it would make sense to go for leader here. We still have a pretty large board. And yeah, they go giant, so good thing we went for leader here. Another 8. We don't have a giant in hand, and like we're 7k with a million cards in hand, which all have counters, so no need to bluff it. This 8k like forced an extra card out of hand. Like even if they have Rush Luffy or something, we are definitely not being lethal. So they go 7 to leader, so I counter. Another 7, I counter again. Figured there was no need for the Sanjis since we already have a Rush Luffy in hand. I feel like if we want to play a Rush card, it's probably that card that we're playing. And they go another 7 with the restand Luffy. Could be argument that it was better to swing at the Sorojuros here, but it wouldn't have mattered that much, I think, since we had so many 2Ks anyways. We take the 7. I'm thinking of playing the blocker next turn, and actually not sure why we took this 7k. Because if he swings 9 here, it would probably be a bit annoying, because yeah, I should definitely have countered that last 7. I was just thinking he's gonna switch targets to the Sorojuros. And by taking that life, we are kind of forcing him to go at life. But yeah, I should have probably countered that first one. So we go Nami blocker, draw a giant, which I'm glad to see. So looks like a pretty good turn to just get some value swings in. So we start with 9 on the restand Luffy. And in situations like this, when the opponent is at 6 don, you have to be mindful of giant. So yeah, as you see, he uses giant here, and this puts him down at 4 dons. So if we swung with anything else first, we wouldn't have gotten the leader buff. So this is something that's pretty important to think about when playing against the green-purple. And that's why I didn't play the Rush Luffy either, because the Rush would just disappear, so it makes more sense to use the Don to attach. And yeah, 9 to the restand Luffy is enough. So we go 7 to Sanji Pudding. We're looking at Grave here, and we do see a free cost shopper, so I opt to leave 2 dons open just to play around that. And we go 6 to leader, which it takes. Another 6, which it takes. So I'm guessing the opponent has to decide to go all in for this turn. But like being 7k, we have a blocker, we have giant, we still have like 3 cards with counter. We are pretty healthy. So yeah, 7 to leader, we go 2k. Another 7, we go another 2k. They go restand Luffy. And leader effect. Restand 2, and again get 2 from Sanji Pudding. And they go another 7, which we counter. And 8. We go giant, draw 2. And then we have it. We still have the blockers, we didn't really need to draw any other counters, so... But yeah, this game really showcases how good Sorayuro is in these grindy matchups. Like, without the additional card draw that we got from it, the game would have been a lot harder, and the 6k pokes really shines in a matchup like this, where the opponent is perma 6k leader. So I got the second game here, this time with going second curve, and we have double Searcher plus a Lightning. I think that's a pretty good hand. They go Nami Search, plays out a Frankie. We draw 1. Here we go Search. Small thing to note, I think it's always better to start with the 1-cost event, because in cases like this where we pick up a Law, I don't reveal any information from my hand. And here we have a Sorayuro, which fits our curve perfectly, going second. So we take it and pass. They go 5 to leader, I take. Play out a Frankie. So we go 5 to leader. Hope to see another Sorayuro here for a good... I guess we don't really have that many great targets to Lightning, because they're probably playing a Sanji Pudding this turn. So yeah, Beer Luffy. Happy to see. So they go Sanji Pudding and Leader Skill. And as I mentioned, now because we didn't ramp, they don't get to draw with it, which is kind of nice. They go 5 to leader and does ramp here, so Beer Luffy is online. And since I know that I will be able to play the Beer Luffy next turn, I feel confident in just taking every swing here. Ooh, and they pick up a Luffy Taro. This is a very annoying card in this matchup for us. They go stage. And swing 6. Which I take. I'd rather have more cards in hand so we can potentially defend the Sorayuro. And I'm thinking here if I want to swing at the Frankie or not. I think I went leader here. My thought process being that no, the Frankie is 4k and we have a 6k body and a 7k leader, so I think it's going to be hard for him to swing at it. And I would just rather be more aggressive. Not sure if it's correct, but that's what I thought at the time. I guess green-purple, a lot of the times they have a lot of extra dons that they can use. And even just getting to ramp with it's pretty good. So maybe I should have cleared the Frankie actually. But here they go leader skill, restand 2. And they get 1 extra with Sanji Pudding. And they go 6 to the Zoro. Counter 1k. They probably could have swung with the 4-cost Zoro here instead. So technically not really punished for not clearing the... Oh, they go another 6. That explains it. So yeah, maybe it was... Maybe it would have been wise to clear the Frankie actually, when I look back at it. At least they didn't play out another Sanji Pudding with Luffy Taro. Would have been a lot scarier in that case. And the opponent is only at 5 cards in hand at the moment, so... Looks okay. And they pass, yeah, I think that makes sense. Because of the low hand size, they really don't want to lose the Sanji Pudding. So we do have a restand Luffy in hand. I think it would make sense to play it here. Opponent is at 5 Don, so it does have rush. Like to go Sorayuro plus restand Luffy looks pretty good. Just clear the board. So we go 6 to the Zoro here. Again, seems like I'm not clearing the Frankie. I guess it's fine. Play Sorayuro, look top 5. See a 2k. Pretty good. We have all the cards that we need in hand already, so... Oh, we're at 8 downs, we can't play both of them. I guess we go Sorayuro plus blocker then. We are at 1 life, so need to be a bit mindful not to just lose the game. We go 7 to lead, and another 7 to lead. Which they take. And we tap 4 for a Unami. Yeah, it looks like lightning makes sense to toss here. And draw 2. And pass. So from this point the game looks okay, I'd say. As long as we get to swing with the Beer Luffy one more turn, I think we're in a pretty good spot. But the opponent does have a Gamma Knife here, so that looks like it won't be the case, unfortunately. We did have the option to grab another Beer Luffy with the Sorayuro last turn. So maybe, like, considering that Gamma Knife exists, maybe it would have been okay to take it. Not sure if it's worth to play around that card. Opponent goes leader skill. And yet again gets to swing with the Frankie. Swinging 6 into the Sorayuro. I'm thinking here how they can swing, if it makes sense to counter this. We do counter it. We counter this as well. I don't really know why I decided to counter here. Maybe we're thinking that I need to go all in next turn. Like, imagine a situation where we picked up another Beer Luffy in hand. We could just let this Zoro go and play out the Beer Luffy next turn and be pretty fine. But yeah, it seems like I'm thinking of going all in here. Counter this as well. And they pass with 2 dons open, so I think I wanted to see if I could get a Chopper lethal. But yeah, I'm not sure why I went for this line. I guess without Beer Luffy it's pretty hard to survive next turn anyways. So maybe this was the only turn where I could try to go all in. It kind of makes sense. So we go 6 to leader, which they counter. And I think you just have to go double 8. Okay, so we go 9, leader skill. Oh, 9. Maybe 8 is also better, because then it's like triple 8. Yeah. Go 6 and another 6. And they have counter. So we concede there. Oh, okay, yeah, they get search as well. Yeah, I'm a bit... I feel like the game was in a pretty good spot on this turn before he played the Gamma Knife. I think we were in a pretty good spot. So imagine we just picked up another Beer Luffy with a search. And then even though he Gamma Knifes the Beer Luffy, we can just let it go, let the Sorayuro go down to 1 life, keep the blocker around, play another Beer Luffy, plus a Law or something, or a Chopper on the search. So maybe it's worth to take into consideration, like, considering we were in such a good spot with the Beer Luffy on board, maybe I should have taken some extra time to just think about, okay, how can I get punished from this situation? And I guess Gamma Knife is the only answer to that. But oh well, that was the 2 games. As you saw, especially from the first game, Sorayuro really makes the matchup better. But 6-cost Brook is like the real card that you want to play if you want to punish green-purple players. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.